Check, check. All right, so the audio is working. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Do da da da. Hey hey. Prashant. Hey Prashant. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Saturday impromptu live Q&A stream. That's what I'm calling it because I don't have a snazzy name for it, but that is what I'm calling it. What's up, man? How's it going? Alrighty, what are we doing today? Where is my Chrome tab? I need a Chrome tab. There we go. That's my Chrome tab. Excellent. It's a beautiful Saturday in Dubai. The weather is fantastico, first of all. The everything else is amazing, second of all. And honestly, there's not much I can complain about. There's always something to shit. There's always something to complain about. The thing I can complain about is that my laptop might die anytime, so that's fun. Oh, I do have a power bank though. I could just do the old power bank hooker upper. Excuse me. Okay, so oh nice, I've got a wireless mic, so even if I'm away from the PC, you guys can actually see me. Your old reviews are so realism. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Prashant. Muchas apreciados. That is awesome. Okay, what are we looking at? What are we looking at today? We just want to talk about stuff. We don't want to talk about stuff. It's as simple as that. Nothing too fancy, right? Okay. I'm thinking audio, a little bit of tech, a little bit about cell phones because I think cool things are happening, and maybe a Q&A. If you guys have any questions, you can ask me, I can answer them, or I'll try to answer them, and then we'll see how it goes. But you know what I haven't done in a while? I haven't checked into Linsol. I haven't checked into any of these websites because I haven't done any IEM reviews in, as they say, a minute, which means I have no idea what's in the market. I do know the 7Hz Timeless is out. And oh, there's the HBB Punch. I heard about that. Another HBB Elua. Dude, how many collabs does this dude have? Power to him. Don't get me wrong. Power to him. Well, that's a lot. That's a lot of collabs. And 2 in the holiday season. Oh my goodness. The Audio Valhalla. Okay. 700 Timeless 2. The same shell as the Timeless 1. What have they actually changed? I don't know. Check. You guys can hear me, right? Can you hear me? I think so. Is the audio coming through? Okay. I want to see what the frequency response of this thing is. 7 Hz Timeless 2 frequency response. Hey Ritz, I'm glad that that's working out. I am very curious. 7 Hz Timeless 2. 7 Hz Timeless 1 was a big deal for me. On the one hand, got me a whole bunch of views on this channel actually. That was like a boom, that thing went, it did good things. And I was like, oh, I can grow this, just this silly thing that I'm doing as a hobby. Wow. And then also it was very, very cool as a planar IEM at that time. So it was awesome. It was awesome. Now I want to see, does Clinical have this 700 Timeless 2 measured? I don't know. I would like to see it. IEM, let's go 711. Easy to read. Why not? Okay. Oh, look at that. Everything is all hangouty vibes now. Everything's all cream and things like that. Project Meta. Oh my god, don't even. So many metas. Oh my god. Are we done with the meta, guys? Are we done with just calling things meta? Can we stop calling things meta now? I don't know. Just saying, It's a bit much sometimes. Okay, so I don't see any frequency response here. Is it just barely out? Does anyone know how the Timeless 2 actually sounds? Or is it still up and coming? When was this post? This post was a year ago. Timeless 2, release date. That's also a year ago. Okay. I'm just curious. I'm trying to catch up here with the IEM world because, well, I've been out of it. I have no idea what's going on in the wired IEM world because, frankly, it was just a new bunch of IEMs every week. And after a point, does anyone care? I mean, sure, you upgrade once or twice. Don't get me wrong. We all love our audio products and we buy the things every now and then to make ourselves feel better because retail therapy is what it really is. But beyond a point, I mean, you get up to $300, $400 and then you're done. You're like, okay, this is cool. This is very good in almost every way. And I'm good. Anything I need from it, I'll use a little bit of EQ and I'll get the job done. You know what I'm saying? And if that's not enough, then, then I'll see because I've spent a whole bunch of money. So I'll see. I'll give it a couple of years. But every week, a bunch of things every week it was a bit much. And the interesting thing is I can't find a single frequency response for the Timeless 2. What is happening? Did people stop reviewing? What is this? Biggest disappointment in today's live stream was the Timeless 2. Check this out. This is what Resolve Reviews had to say on Twitter/X. Well, that's completely intolerable, he says. Okay, all right, that I gotta see this. I have to see this. Let's find out what Resolve on headphones.com had to say about the Timeless 2 that was so bad. I'm not going to watch Hangout.audio because it's just a store and Timmy over there is doing, he's part of the store now. So the idea is to sell IEM. So I don't know how useful that's going to be to me. Also, Hawaiian Bad Boys got some stuff. Headphones.com, can't see. Jay's Audio, Timeless 2, unbox. I don't need an unbox. I need a... give me frequency response, damn it. This is Hawaiian Bad Boy, by the way. If you haven't checked out his channel, you probably have. He's got 184,000 subscribers. This guy is like grown in front of me. And he hasn't included a frequency response on this. Oh, he has on the screen in the monitor. Oh, come on, dude. What are you doing? I guess it's just easy. What is that? What is that? Can someone tell me how this guy does reviews? How does he even see? Competes with peers. That's where it is? Okay. So he says competes with peers. And Resolve says it's completely intolerable. That is a big gap of opinion. That is a chasm of opinion. If that was a canyon, that would be the grandest of the Grand Canyons. That's crazy. Headphones, phones.com, hashtag not sponsored. Timeless 2. Let's see if they have a frequency response up somewhere. I can't find it. Anyway, if Resolve says it's intolerable, it's probably particularly bad, and that is very, very unfortunate. I do trust his opinion on things. No, I mean, everything with a little bit of salt, just a pinch of salt. But yeah, if he says it's that bad, then what are we even doing here? What are we even doing here, chat? What else is on? What else is new? You've got The Audio Valhalla and the HBB Elua. Can I ask you a question? How do you all even keep track of this stuff? Does anyone still watch IEM reviews, or is that like a dead thing? I mean, I know the big channels get it because you've got Bad Guy Good Audio Reviews, 7,800 views in the last 10 days. So, but he's got 184,000 subscribers. Okay, Jay's Audio is coming up, 8,000 subscribers, 3,000 views. So people are interested in this particular IEM, but this was a follow-up of the Timeless 1, which was an awesome IEM, and that is probably why people were looking at this. I don't know. I just feel like there's too many IEMs in the market, and I feel like we need to move on to something a little more fun. How about an upgrade to your desktop setup? How about a nice little 2-channel setup? How about a soundbar? Don't dismiss a soundbar. You think a soundbar is not great, but you'd be surprised. Okay, you'll only be surprised if you spend serious money. I tried to put a nice little spin on that, but yeah, some of them can be really harsh. And by the way, if you haven't seen this video, go check it out. It's by DIY Perks. This video is awesome. It's basically he uses lasers to wirelessly transmit sound, right, to a speaker, to rear channel. So you get surround sound, just instead of a cable, he just sends a laser thing, decodes it at the speaker, and you got a wireless speaker, except instead of using Wi-Fi, he's using lasers. And using lasers, as everyone knows, is just cool. There's no other way to say it. It is just cool. So if you haven't checked this video out, check it out. If I play the video, will you be able to see it? I don't know. I need to add an audio output capture. Gotcha. Alright, well, I'll leave that alone then. Alright, so that was the Timeless 2, which I'm just unable to find anything. Unable to find anything on the Timeless 2, but Resolve says it's just purely hopeless. So, bugger. Absolute buggering. And I'm surprised that no one is talking about it. Shall we watch the Jay's Audio review? I feel like maybe we watch Jay's Audio review and see Jay's Audio Timeless 2. Return of the King, Timeless 2 and HPV Punch. Oh, it's a double feature. What kind of videos is this guy making nowadays? Is he just adding things? Is he just doing the Giz Audio thing where he's just covering everything? I hope not, because we don't need one more. Who knows? Everybody could do with one more unboxing / feature video. Gallery, I call them showcase videos, where you're showcasing things but you're not really reviewing them. Timmy Legado, hi, won a giveaway from Jay's Audio. Nice, good stuff, man. We also have giveaways. If you're a paying member of any tier, then you get enrolled for giveaways automatically. By the way, the Zero Red is awesome. So I'm going to ask you how you liked it, but I already know you're going to like it because it's a great IEM. It's fantastic. What I need is an audio output capture. Cancel. Data. There we go. Whew. I haven't done this in a hot minute, and I know that sounds like an excuse. It does. It does sound like an excuse. I get it, but it's not. It's really not. I haven't done this in a while. Oh, that doesn't work. See, I can't get desktop audio to run because I've forgotten how to get desktop audio to run. How annoying is Mac? It just, god damn, it's annoying. It's annoying as heck is what it is. Does that work? No, still doesn't work. Bugger. Alright, here's what we're going to do. I am going to play this, right, with subtitles. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do now, chat. And we're going to, okay, so we don't need, hello, we got a, fellas, looks like we've got a little bit of a graph going. Thank you, Jay's Audio, shout out to you. Okay, Harman 29 target, don't care about that, zero shits about that, do not care. Oh, what's going on here? So this is okay. Now we turn off the, because I need to see the numbers. Okay, so 800k right here. Oh, this is a mild V shape or a strong. How much of a boost is it? So 800 kilohertz, sorry, 800 hertz is at 58, 59 dB, and then you go all the way down to 50 hertz, which is at 67 dB. So not a huge. So I'd call this a U shape, not a massive V shape. But it's definitely a warm bassy sound because they've added a lot of energy between 200 and 300 hertz. So that's going to add to the warmth. You may or may not like it. Will cause some things to be muddy. Is the stream coming okay, by the way? I hope so. And then you've got over here 2 kilohertz topping out at 2.5 kilohertz. Doesn't even make it to 3 kilohertz, 4 kilohertz, 5 kilohertz. Everything is just a drop off. Don't know how I feel about that. There's a lack of energy over here, which, you know, that's fine. It's just, you know, a way to tune it. And then it looks fairly okay. Like, I don't know what's happening here. Ooh, stop. Hang on. Ronnie Rohan, hi, how's it going? Karthik Mohan, LDAC versus LHDC versus aptX Logitech. Okay, I'll answer the codec thing. We got a little Q&A going, but the shipping from Canada costs $130. So Jay said he will send me instead the Zero Red from Hangout. Yeah, that makes sense. Doesn't matter. Paying $130 for shipping for a $50 IEM is bonkers. Vivace looks interesting. The guy who tuned it has done actual audio engineering and tuning for big companies. Tuning for big companies, yes. Audio engineering could be a wide variety of things, and that doesn't necessarily mean he knows how to tune headphones and IEMs. So I would, you know, pinch of salt when someone says audio. There is a YouTube channel, I won't name, that says, oh, actual audio engineer reviews this, and then he reviews it, and I'm like, okay, but what happened to all the audio engineering you learned? Like, what are you even talking about? But he's very nice to look. He's a very big, popular channel. I'm sure he's great. Chinna, hi, how's it going? Okay, we've got some questions. And the timeless doesn't look that bad to me, but hang on. Chaps, hang on. Okay, So this doesn't look that bad. I don't know what Resolve was saying. He said this is unbearable. Maybe there's a little too much energy around 810K that's bothering him, like it's a sharp spike, and that's what's making it unbearable. I don't know. I gotta get my own hands on the Timeless 2 to answer questions about the Timeless 2. But meanwhile, it looks like you guys have some questions, which is the whole point of this live stream. So let's check it out. I'll just put my chat window in front of me over here, and I will do that. Okay, so what we have here is LDAC versus LHDC versus aptX lossless. Your thoughts on the codec is good. Okay, all these are adaptive codecs and they go up and down in bitrate based on the quality of your signal. At least LDAC does that. aptX lossless also has a caveat to it. It's not lossless per se. And then LHDC I think does a similar thing, but I'm not entirely sure. The point is, you don't know what bitrate it's running at. It could be at like 500-600 kbps and it'll still be LDAC. It's not running at 900 something kbps, which is what it's supposed to be running at. You never know. That's number one, right? Then there's the second point. 2, can you really hear a difference? Okay, to answer the can you really hear a difference thing, 2 things. 1, most people, once you get beyond about 250-300 kbps, probably will not hear a difference unless you're really listening for it, which you're usually not. Okay. 2, if you want to hear a difference between, let's say, AAC and a high-res codec, the way these codecs work is they allocate a certain amount of the bandwidth, a majority of the bandwidth, to the mids, because most of what we hear in the world is the mids. That is why they're called the mids, because that's our reference point. And then everything lower is sub and everything higher is, lower is bass and higher is treble. But the mids are where more, like voices, instruments, a lot of information is in the mids. So a lot of the bandwidth for any codec is dedicated to said mids. Now, what happens is you don't have as much bandwidth in the lows and the highs. So you could, in theory, in some cases, have a perceived lack of resolution. If you switch between AAC and LDAC running at full tilt, right, at the higher kbps rates, I have perceived a difference in the quality of bass and the quality of treble sometimes, but it's not a blind test, so I cannot say for sure that will be the case. But if there are differences to be had, those are probably the differences that you can really make out. Does it make a difference? I'm a big fan of the Sony XM4 with the LDAC codec running. It just sounds beautiful. It sounds far more detailed than a lot of other things. Having said that, if you listen to a pair of AirPods Pro 2, it shows you that tuning is more important. If you have really good tuning and if you have really smooth tuning, right, whatever the flavor might be, then that equates to resolution. And that, if it's not just blaring bass in your face, you can get some really good resolution, good, like just beautiful sound. So I wouldn't, there's just too many variables. There's a lack of transparency in what the codec is doing. So I would not put too much stock in the codec. I wouldn't obsess about it. If it's got a high-res codec, that's great. But if it doesn't, as long as the tuning is good and other factors are good, you're going to be fine. That's the audio codec thing. I hope that answers. I don't know if that cleared up your question, but that's kind of my 2 cents on that matter. Vives. Okay, we can check out the Vives in a second. Blick. What's new? Can you, hang on. Chinna says AirPods Pro 2 versus Galaxy Buds 3 Pro as far as sound. For me, AirPods Pro 2. Why? More balanced signature, more relaxed signature, not as in your face in terms of bass and treble. That's why I like it. I think it's a much nicer signature for extended periods of listening and for different genres of music. The Samsung Galaxy Buds 3 Pro follows the Harman thing because Samsung owns Harman. So yeah, except it follows it and exaggerates it. So the Samsung Galaxy Buds 2 Pro, the Pro 2, whatever you call it, that followed the Harman target pretty much 1-to-1, right? So if you like it, you like it. Me, I would tweak it a little bit, but a lot of people like it. The Galaxy Buds Pro 3 also tuned well, very smooth frequency response. However, massive amount of bass. I tuned that down straight away. Like, that's just too much. You don't need that much bass. You should get used to, in my opinion, you should get used to listening to lighter bass, and once you get used to it, you'll hear that, oh, there is bass there. I don't need to turn it up to 11 for everything. And then the treble also pushed up. I don't know why they over exaggerated the Harman target, but they did. So while it is well tuned in that it is not inconsistent, it doesn't have any peaks and valleys and sharp things. It is a very exaggerated sound. So I would recommend the AirPods Pro 2. Not to mention, I think the Pro 2 has better ANC to a degree as well, but don't quote me on that because it's been a while since I actually measured that. Next, Timmy Legado. What's new? Oh, that's me. Hi. What can you say about the Tangzu One R Zero Red and the Keyfine Clean comparison? Okay, so the Tangzu One R is great for the $20 price point. However, when you jump to the $50 price point, you do notice an increase in everything, in quality, in resolution, in capability of bass. The Zero Red doesn't have that mid bass punch, but it is very well tuned. However, the Keyfine Clean is really good value at just shy of $40 if I'm not mistaken. Keyfine's been doing a good job. I like what they're doing, and I did review the Keyfine Clean. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out on the channel. I think it's pretty good. Between the three, the best sort of value for money is the Keyfine Clean, and also the Zero Red tends to be not very ergonomic. It's quite big in the ear. For a lot of people that's okay, but for a lot of people that's not. Smaller people, smaller ears, female heads will maybe not be so comfortable with such a large IEM. Male heads as well. I mean, I'm not too comfortable with the Zero Red per se. So the Keyfine Clean is a much easier one to recommend for ergonomics. And the sound is also good. You can use a little EQ and make it a little better if you want, but it's pretty good in my opinion. Thanks for answering. You have very good videos. Well, thank you, Chinna. That is very kind of you to say. Meze Alba versus Orivetti. Okay, I haven't heard either one of those two, Meze Alba and Orivetti. I've heard of them, but I haven't heard them. Meze, I don't know anyone from Meze, so I haven't reached out and asked them for anything. If I do, I'll probably want to check out their headphone, but the IEM is also a good idea to check it out. Watched all your videos, Timmy. Thank you. Thank you very much. Muchas gracias, Habibi. Karthik Mohan has given me a little YouTube cup thing. Yay. Woo. Tuning, not audio engineering. You know what? Let's check out the Vivas. Best IEM under 10k Indian rupees. For the benefit of everyone watching, what is 10k Indian rupees? What does that even mean? So 10,000, oops, INR to USD. Okay, so that is $120. Let's call it $120. Okay, what do you get? The best IEM under $120. Do you mean Bluetooth or do you mean wired? If you mean wired, there are quite literally, not quite literally, but figuratively, I'm guessing 2000 IEMs under that price point. I don't know. I don't know what the best is. In my humble opinion, that would be the SimGuard EM6L. But as my audience has so often pointed out to me, apparently there are QC issues with that IEM. Not everyone is getting not everyone is getting units that are fault free, and therefore that's an issue. So if you do buy it, make sure that they've got a great return policy. But if you buy it and you get a good one, oh man, the EM6L is another league in the around $100 price point. I haven't heard anything like it in that price point. I'm just being honest with you. Now the planars, if you get a discounted $150, $170 planar at that price, also good, but still the EM6L is awesome. I really like it. It was like one of those IEMs that I started listening to before the review, and I was like, good. I can say good things about something, because I'm so negative a lot of the time, because I feel like a reviewer's job is to be very critical, maybe sometimes overly critical. That depends. Everyone's got their own way of doing reviews, but every once in a while I want to say good things about something. I do, but I'm not going to say it just for the heck of it. But the EM6L made me like really be willing to give it flowers, so to speak. So yeah, EM6L for me. Greetings from Manila. Hey, hello, how's it going? What's the best TWS according to you for sound? Rank your top 3. Can I get your Buds Pro 3 EQ custom one. Okay, my Buds Pro 3, I have given it to my dad. He doesn't live in this country. He needed a earbud. I said, okay, you can have this one. This sounds quite nice, and my EQ is on that. So I don't remember, but isn't it on my review? Did I not share it on my review? I believe I did. So go check out the review and scroll and then pause the video where you see the thing and then try and just emulate that roughly and you'll get there. But that was just an initial EQ I just applied. It wasn't even like a... So, okay, one thing you guys gotta know, when I EQ something, I don't usually try to change the sound outright, not like completely. I try to change the sound to be more bearable to me to fix what I think is a bit excessive or a bit wrong. While still keeping their intended sound signature. I don't want the intended sound signature to change. I just want to make it so that it's just free of the few perceived flaws. That's how I EQ things. I don't EQ something to sound completely different all the time because then everything sounds the same. That's not what I want. So if Samsung wants me to have a certain experience, I'm okay to have that, but I can have that without the bass being quite as high. So my perceived balance is there, but it's still favoring their exaggerated signature. That's how I EQ it, just for a little bit of context. Hi bro, love your content. Thank you very much, sir. Much appreciated. It's not a complete one of yours. Okay. I will, Chinna, I will, if I ever get it back, I will try and fire up the app and I'll see what the EQ is, take a screenshot and share it with you on my Discord. That's what I can do. ODB made a video on his tuning approach. It's in Korean, but there is English subtitles, but the budget category is competitive, so who knows. I saw someone blind guess the price and it was quite high. Oh, that's nice. Okay, I should check it out. What's your music genre? Many. Hang on a second. I missed something. I have a Keyfine Delcy, but not satisfied with the bass region. I love its tuning. Can you please suggest me with the same tuning with more bass? Okay, so you know what? Let's just see if we can pull up the frequency response. Squig. All right, so I go Delcy, right? So who's there? Who's Super Review? Okay, all right. His rig is a little different from mine, but it'll do. I don't need any of this. I don't need the juicier. Thank you very much. Just the Keyfine Delcy. Okay, so I'm here. This is warm and bassy already, man. What do you want more bass or less bass? I'm confused. I am very confused. This is nice, a little relaxed, maybe for some a little bit too relaxed for female vocals, but this is a beautiful sounding IEM, and I think you've done a good job. This part over here, you see this? That means warmth. Like it's okay. I don't want these targets. Let's take that off. Let's take that off. No, let's take that off. How many targets are on here? Jeez Louise. Okay, let's go that. Okay, no, that. Okay, there we go. No targets here. So if this was a flat line, this flat line should extend all the way down to like 250 hertz and then start rising. But this already has, like, you know, that's about 3 or 4 dB at 200 hertz. That means it's already warm. And compared to like your 600 to 800 hertz, which is at 60 dB here, I'm seeing 73 or 4 dB, 70 to 73 dB below 50 hertz, which means that is a 10 to 13 dB rise in bass. So when you say I don't like bass, do you mean that there's too much or there's too little? So help me understand what it is that you have a problem with. Music genre is all sorts of things. Right now, it's a lot of pop and hip hop, some hip hop, not that much hip hop, if I'm being honest. But I will often listen to not so much metal these days, rock, some jazz sometimes, and guitar instrumental like Polyphia and stuff. That's kind of fun for me. And then honestly, a lot of it is just background stuff these days because I don't spend a lot of time. Oh, I don't have a lot of time. I'm barely managing to find the time to do this Saturday live Q&A. but when I have time, I end up like, doing things like trying to troubleshoot my PC that isn't working, because I was hoping to play a game today. I had a little bit of free time, but nope, it's not in my future to play games. Something's wrong with my PC, unfortunately. Ah, well. Metallic and indie songs good for clean. Okay, look, a good IEM will make everything sound pretty decent, but with its own flavor. A good IEM doesn't break when it's listening to something. So a good IEM will have the punch required for hip hop, will have the warmth required for rock, will have the I know indie sounds what it wants, but maybe a nice mid/upper range. Good IEMs. If you have an IEM that's only good for certain genres, it means it's not doing its job properly, basically, in my opinion. What is your top 3 TWS for sound? Sony XM4 right at the top, AirPods Pro 2 right next to the Sony XM4. Third place is in contention. I think in the budget segment, the OnePlus Buds Pro 2 is still hard to beat. In the super budget segment, there's something called the Sony C700N, which I reviewed just a couple of weeks ago for the money, for the reduced money of $70. For the original money, it's garbage, but for the reduced money of $70, it's awesome. Again, you can check that video out when you want, but I think it's pretty good. Other than that, yeah, those are my top. The Samsung Galaxy Buds Pro 3 is also a very clean sounding IEM, so it's good. You prefer XM4 or XM5? Yes, I do. I think the XM5, they kind of messed up, man. The ANC is weird. It's not as good as the XM4. It's weird because it does better in one place and then it just loses the plot in another place. And the XM4 is ergonomically bigger, so it's not great for fit for a lot of people, but the sound, it's more expansive. It doesn't feel like it's straining to get the sound out. The XM5 does sound a little bit like it's straining. The bass is richer and fuller in the XM4. I think the XM4 is way better. I don't know what Sony did with the XM5, but it's a bit of a mess for me. Warner and clean, and the red one is on the way, and I just wonder, best of the 3 for my taste, hip hop and loud instrumentals. All 3 are good. You've got good IEMs. That's the thing I'm trying to tell you. For hip hop, you want that mid bass punch. The red might disappoint you for outright mid bass punch because it's not tuned that way. I told Clinical when I first heard it as well. I was like, your blue has mid bass punch. Your red has like a nice smooth goes smoothly into the sub bass. That's the difference between the two. And then I think a lot of other reviewers also heard the same thing or would concur. What about ANC, Bose versus Sony? Bose is top dog, dude. ANC, Bose is top dog. Sony and Apple are kind of there, second to Bose. But they're all catching up, man. I am reviewing the Google Pixel Buds Pro, and I can tell you the ANC is pretty darn good. Not as good as Bose, but like, it's A tier. It's not S tier, but it's A, good solid A+. So they're getting very good, but Bose is, if you want the best, it's still Bose. Measurably, like it's not just me talking, it's just, okay, I'll show you. I've got measurements. I'll show you. I'm not afraid. You think I'm afraid? I'm not afraid. Let's see. Google Pixel Buds Pro 2, where are you? There you are. All right, let me see if I can put myself here. Oh, low battery. That's not good. That is not good, chat. That is very not good, I say. Very, very not good. Rot-a-tot-a-tot. Okay, hang on. I gotta do the thing where I plug this in. Stand by. Yeah. Come on, you little shit. Ah. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay. Maybe if I move this here. Oh, now we're getting somewhere. Okay. All right. We have power. Otherwise, this thing was going to crap out on me. Whew, that nearly ended badly. That nearly ended the live stream right there, chat. Right there. Why don't I just get it a view? And oh my god, that's a lot of measurements. All right. Bear with me. And I'll put you all on game, as they say. What the hell? Frequency limits, let's go 0 to 100, 100 to 10K, apply settings, noise, Vera noise, all SPL, clear selections. Okay, so this is a reference line, okay? So you guys, those of you who've seen my videos will know what a reference line means. Is it okay to have the webcam here? Do you want the webcam up here instead? Is that better? I don't know. It shouldn't make a difference, guys. It's not about me. No one wants to see my face. That's why it's in the small corner here. All the data is in front of you. That's the fun bit. I say fun. Ha! Okay, so this is the reference line. This is the noise signal generated. The aim is to take this line and reduce it down as far as possible. So this is what the Pixel Buds Pro did in my testing. Boom, that much. Okay, so you can see it's following the line, but it's actually pretty even. Like really, okay, 100 hertz, it's a little up there, but from let's say 200 hertz onwards, it's a very even amount of noise cancelling all the way into the highs. Now it does let a little bit in right over here, 4.5K. It loses the plot a little bit, but everywhere else it's really nice. But how much is it? Well, let's see. Let's say 200 hertz from 56 decibels down to, or from 56 units, I should say, down to 38. 56 to 38 is, someone do the math for me, 18 dB. Okay, that's not the best, that's not the worst, that's okay. Over here 57.7, let's call it 58, down to 36. 58 to 36 is nearly actually it's 22 decibels. Okay, that's pretty good. What about at 500 hertz? Boom, 56 decibels down to 32 decibels. That's 26 decibels of noise cancelling at 500 hertz. This is the Google Pixel Buds Pro. That 26 decibels, okay, just a little context. That's awesome. That's getting up there with like Bose and so on, right? That's getting up there. Then at like 2, and this continues, right? It's mostly 25, 26 decibels. And then at the 3 kilohertz point, which I think is the best noise cancelling, which is interesting because it does its best at the point where we hear the most, 2-3 kilohertz, that's the peak. So that's pretty cool. 64 decibels down to, drum roll please, 37. Okay, that's a lot. That's a lot. I mean, 40 to 60, that's 24 decibels, 27 decibels. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I feel like you know what I'm saying. That's awesome. That's really, really good. Then we want to compare it with something like the Bose Quiet Comfort Ultra because that's the best in the game, baby. So how does it compare? Let's find out. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. That's the transparency. This is the ANC. The pink line here, that's the Bose. And you can see, okay, it shows like the Bose is a little less here, but multiple readings have shown different things. They're very close, all the way up to here. And then in the highs and the mids, Bose is way lower. See the pink line? It's way lower. It's nuts. So over here, Google Pixel Buds in the bass frequencies and the lower mid actually does a little bit better in theory. I did multiple things. They get a little closer to each other. I think there's a little bit of error in measurement there. But up here, consistently, the Bose Quiet Comfort Ultra scored higher. And I'm talking way higher. Dude, look at this. At 3 kilohertz, which is where it does the best, it goes from 64.5 decibels down to 26. Dude, what is that? That's 40 dB. That's nuts. No other. Okay, let me just. I think I need to. You're not getting. Not a single IEM in the world that I have tested, and I suppose not a single IEM in the world, I presume, can do that much. The Bose Quiet Comfort Ultra is just that much ahead of the competition. So when you ask me the best noise cancelling, it's the Bose. But, looking at this graph here, seeing that all this way through, right up to like the 2 kilohertz point, the Google Pixel Buds Pro 2 is right there. This wasn't the case the last gen. The Pro 1, not great at all. Things are getting better. You're getting better ANC from all sorts of brands these days. That's what I'm trying to say. And that is a good thing for you and for me. About the Clean, because of your review and Gizzard review about the Clean. Nice. Kudos, man, for answering my questions. I always watch your review before making any purchases. Awesome. Thank you very much. Don't have enough for subscription, but one day for sure. Hey, no problem, man. I appreciate your kind words and support. And yeah, one day if you can do it, then please feel free. And if you can't do it, you can't do it. It's okay, man. But you do get your money back if you do win something. But yeah, that's a bit of a gamble, right? You may or may not win. It's a random thing. So who knows? Cool. That also, do you guys want to see one other thing? Just one other thing. Check this out, right? So that's the reference line. I'm going to delete these two lines now. Reference line, right? You're seeing this. Now, if I were to show you a transparency signal, you guys have seen the videos. What should you be looking for? You guys know? Do you guys know? What should we be looking for? Should it be lower? Should it be higher? Should I wait for you to, should I make this an interactive stream and actually wait for you guys to answer, or should I just give you the answer? I don't know. I don't have the answers. Duh. I guess no one knows. No one's answering. All right. Okay. No worries. Put your answers down if you have it, but I'm going to show you something. Kablamus. Certain higher frequencies, higher, interesting, should be closer, interesting. Karthik, why do you think certain higher frequencies should be higher, and why do you think it should be closer? What's the what's the rationale? I'm trying to understand your thought process. I'm going to change the color of this so it's easier to read. Can't wait for the Truth Year Clinical Zero Blue. Oh, that's Project Meta. Yeah, man, it'll be more of the same. Just for reference, Chinna was right. It should be closer. In fact, it should be the same, because if you're doing transparency, hang on, it's lost focus. Is it focusing on me? Yeah. If you're doing transparency, the idea is to reproduce the outside world. The reference signal, the signal it's getting, the noise that is generating from my speaker, it should be reproducing that noise exactly and putting it into my ear. I should be able to hear the outside noise, outside world, as if there is no IEM. So I want to see one-to-one reproduction of the reference line. This purple line is the reference line, and this is what the Pixel Buds Pro does. Do you see the beauty? Do you see it, chat? Do you see what I'm talking about? How good, hang on. Do you see it? I mean, that is bloody close. That is pretty much a one-to-one reproduction of the outside sound of the reference line. That is incredible. This is the kind of performance I have only seen from the likes of the Bose Quiet Comfort Ultra, but more importantly, the AirPods Pro 2. And when I say something is as good in transparency as the AirPods Pro 2, it means it's bloody good. It means that's a home run. It's a 6. It's across the boundary. It is beyond the stadium. It's not there anymore. If this was that guy who plays football, he'd go shoo, and he would be right. It is that good. This is excellent transparency performance, and shout out to Google for upping their game. That's fantastic. Noise signal, if mimicked, feel like nothing is in. Exactly. Chinna's got the right idea there. Yeah, man. And again, the last generation was garbage. I never say buy a first generation anything because it's never good. This is a massive improvement. Good ANC, good transparency. I can give you a sneak preview right now. Please watch the whole video because honestly, my videos do shit nowadays. But watch the whole video because there's a caveat coming. Great comfort too. Great comfort. Great comfort, great ANC, great transparency. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? You tell me, what could possibly go wrong? Well, what about something like this? What about something like that? That, my friends, is the balanced frequency response, the balanced preset frequency response of the Google Pixel Buds Pro 2. I don't want to, I mean, this is giving away the whole video, by the way, but if anyone knows how to read a frequency response, I'm just going to leave it you. I should keep quiet. I should just leave you with it. I should just leave you with it for a minute. Let you guys soak up the awesomeness here. Is it awesome? Is it trash? You tell me. Love your content and its quality. Can you suggest me top 5 IM under 10k INR based? Well, you can. I asked you if you wanted Bluetooth or if you wanted wired. I can't give you top like 5 and all, but I can give you like 1 or 2 suggestions. Battery life and connection could go wrong. Yeah, no, actually battery life is, it's okay. It's not phenomenal, but it's not bad. Connection, fine, no issues. Multi-point, little wonky with my MacBook Pro. But this frequency response is, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? And what is this hump here? Were they trying to make a little beluga whale? It looks like there's a whale in an ocean trying to fucking go everywhere and just like, it's out to hump you. That's what this hump is. It's out to hump your ears and give you unnecessary bass warmth where there shouldn't be, and then there's a weird cut over here and the bass increases again. I don't understand what the heck they were thinking. I don't know what they were doing. This is the default one, by the way. This is the default. So there's default and there's balanced. Default, I don't even know what to say, man. This is so bad. What is this? What is this? What is this? Okay, this is the 8K resonance, right? This is the 8K resonance that happens in any IEC 711 coupler. You will measure it, it'll have a resonance here and it'll have a peak. But the peak being so high is redonkulous. That means there is a lot of energy somewhere around there anyway, I think. Oh my god, this is so bad. Also, the peak of the ear gain is at 4K, not 3K, not 2.5K, not 3.5K, but at 4K. And then between 1K and 1.5K is just flat. Where's my energy? There should be more energy here. What the fuck is this? And then why is it rising from 700 hertz upwards and then dipping at 150 hertz and then going up again? What is this? It's just, I know no one from Google watches my stream, but Google, the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? That's what goes wrong. That's what goes wrong. It was such a good IEM, such a good review waiting to happen, and then they went and did this. Yeah. Bass looks muddy. It is muddy and wrong and weird. Vocals are sharp as heck beyond like 6-7K for no freaking reason. The peak is at the wrong point. There's no energy in the 1.5 kilohertz. Oh my god, where do I even begin? This is terrible. This is terrible. I did a little EQ. Do I have it here? Do I have the custom EQ that I did? I don't think I have the custom EQ. Vocal boost makes it a little bit better, but it's still weird as heck. Light bass, clarity 1, clarity 2, clarity is awful. Don't do clarity. Yeah, I have a custom EQ that I'll share for that one, but it's not great, chaps. It's not great. Yeah. What are your best recommendations? $50 IEM for hip hop and good amount of bass. Still has clean instruments. I mean, I think you've got, okay, hear me out. Forget the $50, save up a little money, go for $80 and go for something called the Yuan NV. Let me see if it's here. Yeah, there we go. So this is Brodencare 518. I'm going to change that to IEC 711 for the sake of familiarity. How do I do that? I don't know. How the hell do you change this? IEC 711. There we go. Okay. And then I go Yuan and V. No, they've only got a 5128 reading. Okay, that's cool. Yes, Giz Audio. So this is the Yuan NV. It's got mid bass. It's got deep sub bass. It's got beautiful high. Look at the tuning on this baby. Oh my goodness, I'm getting a little excited just looking at this. This is a good IEM. This costs you about $80. Maybe you'll get it on sale. Spend the money. It's comfortable in the ear. It has genuinely fantastic tuning. It's a HBB collab, which means it could have gone either ways. Some of his collabs are, in my opinion, not that great, but some of his are good, and this is one of the good ones. It's a very, very good one, in fact. So yeah, this is what I would really recommend. Save the money. Go for this. Don't do the $50 IEM. You have 3 IEMs now, sub $50. Don't keep collecting cheap IEMs. Step it up. Step it up, and then you'll not want to go back. Also, if you step it up, you can just have the one IEM. Now, if you just want a collection of IEMs, that's just going to get expensive for pointless reasons. You can have 80 $20 IEMs. And what good is that? They'll all be limited by cost, by quality of driver, by quality of everything. Don't do that to yourself. You deserve better. Timmy, you deserve better. Prefer small, affordable, well-built IEMs for small ears, longer nozzle. Looking for one with a mic input. I never know what has a mic input. I'll just give you an IEM recommendation, and then you can go to the website and see, can I spec it with a mic or not. Any suggestions? DAC that allow, okay. And compatible DAC that allow mic input. Again, don't know about the DAC that allows mic input. But small, affordable, well-built IEMs for small ears, longer nozzle. Yeah, I mean, like I said, the small ears, depends on what you mean by small ears, man. And what do you mean by affordable? Some people call $200 affordable, some people call $20 affordable. What do you mean? It really depends. It really does, you know. Alright, chaps, that is the conclusion of this extemporary, on the spot, last minute Saturday live Q&A. Hopefully I added some value to you guys. It was fun. It was fun. I'm not sure what kind. I would like to talk more. Honestly, there are more things to talk about. I also want to get an idea of what kind of content I should go into. I'm trying to expand the content. I'm trying to get some different kinds of devices in as well. I'm just going to leave it at that. But I don't know if it'll do well. Lately, channel's been doing a bit shit. I'll be honest with you, last couple of videos, barely a couple of hundred people watching it, which is pathetic. This channel at this scale should be doing thousands of views, and I get those thousands of views when I cover the OnePluses and all that, but oh well. It's been an inconsistent year. Having said that, it's been fun, and it's going to be more fun. But that'll be the end of our live stream. I'll see you guys. I might do a random live stream tonight, I might not. Let's see how that turns out. Probably not, but we'll see. Maybe tomorrow though. If I'm back tomorrow, hopefully I'll see you guys. If not, I'll see you in the next video. Till next time, stay happy, stay peaceful, and stay colorful. Namaste.